It was a special day for George. A visit to the museum. But first, a stop at Pisghetti's for a sweet Sunday treat.
George, they're not going anywhere.
Cannoli, a brown, crunchy shell with a delicious filling.
See? 2, just for us. Hey, Gnocchi. You have your own house now?
Someone's looking for cannoli. The last 2 got taken.
I'm sorry. I don't make any new cannoli today. I'm too upset.
What's going on?
Mio caro gnocchi. She has been sneaking into the main room and scratching up at the seats. It's a disaster. You see? Look what she has done. Can you believe a little gatto, a sweet little kitty, could do such damage? I must ban gnocchi from the restaurant.
Oh, well, we saw the house you built her. It's very nice.
Grazie. I plan to add a second story, eh? Oh, that is gnocchi. She wants to come in. Oh, I feel terrible.
She only wants to come in because you say she cannot. Oh, typical cat. This kitchen is in torment. I suspect there will be no cannoli until this problem is solved. Eh? Back outside.
Oh, don't worry, George. I'm sure they'll solve the problem.
At the museum, George was too distracted to concentrate.
Professor Wiseman.
Hey guys, welcome to my new exhibit. It's called How Great Scientists Got Their Great Ideas. These are portraits of some great scientists. Isaac Newton, Benjamin Franklin, Marie Curie,
And Albert Einstein.
Once you think like a scientist, George, you can solve almost any problem.
George had a problem. He wanted cannoli.
You know, scientists think about problems and get ideas to solve them. They observe, then collect information. And if that information doesn't help solve their problem, they observe more and get a different idea. Oh dear, excuse me. Young man, get down from there.
George wondered what great scientists would do if they were monkeys who had no cannoli because Gnocchi had scratched the booths.
I say, do we know for certain that she did it like the chef believes?
You must think about what you observed.
George did see Gnocchi scratch the door, but could she have scratched the booth too?
What you observe does not support the chef's idea about Gnocchi making the scratches.
If George could prove Gnocchi was innocent, Chef Pisghetti would be happy, and George would have cannoli.
Oh, I love cannoli!
George had to observe more. It had been a particularly rewarding day at the going out of business store. George couldn't imagine how this day could get any better. Or maybe it could. Mabel's department store had added a fresh, homemade candy counter.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I simply can't walk away from blue candy. But I can't carry this into Mabel's.
The pyramid sort of enhances the pinkness, don't you think? I'm working on a rhombus shape, but it keeps falling over.
A rhombus?
It's a work in progress. Anyway, welcome to Kaylee's Candies. I'm Kaylee.
We'd like 4 small boxes.
Great! This is my first order today.
No one could wait till they got home to try the chocolates.
Hey, George's box has 4, not 6. You got shortchanged.
He can have 2 of mine. I just wanted to taste anyway.
So can I have your other 3?
George didn't think it was fair for anyone to sacrifice. There was only one right thing to do.
Oh, nuts. Oh, you want to buy 2 more? You're missing 2. How do I know you didn't eat them? You most certainly haven't eaten any chocolate. Boy, you sure have nice teeth. Pick any 2 you want. Sorry I shortchanged you. I put some of these boxes together at home and my cat distracts me. Oh dear. I need to pick up more stock, but I can't just leave. Hey, would you mind watching the counter? You're obviously extremely honest, and I've hardly had any business all day. All you have to do is watch the chocolates while I'm gone. Thank you so much.
The mysterious rhombus. George wondered if he could make a rhombus. It didn't seem hard. Why did other shapes stack better? Maybe they went together by shape, not color. George concentrated on his work. George hadn't expected any customers.
I want a box of chocolates for my wife. Do you have mints? Are these mints? Well, what are those? That doesn't look like a mint.
The next blue one had the same filling, and it still wasn't mint.
Well, don't you have a flavor chart?
George always liked helping in the Pisghetti's green, beautiful garden.
We need more tomatoes, more eggplant, more everything. Nettie, we must expand our garden. I have drawn up a plan. New hoses, fresh topsoil, more plants.
But, Chef, where will we expand to?
The reason George liked their garden so much was that it was right in the middle of the city.
Hey, the reason you need more veggies is that you use so many to experiment.
I must experiment. How else can I perfect my recipe for the perfect Giardino burger?
I thought those two were great.
Well, they were. But only great, not perfect.
The firehouse picnic is in 1 hour. Can you get it perfect in 1 hour?
I must, for I am Pisghetti! So, what's gonna make this perfect? Onion, garlic, onion. No, garlic. Onion? Okay, let's try it. Squisito. Oh, Giorgio, you have helped me find the perfect mixture. These are my recipes. I write down how I make my food, so I can make it the same way every time.
Happy with the recipe, Chef Pisghetti grilled a test burger.
Wait, I left out the pepper. Where is my grinder? Nettie, come here. Tell me what you think of this. Be honest. All of my Giardino burger ingredients came from our garden, Giorgio. Taste it, taste it.
See, this is perfect.
You're not just making those yummy sounds to be nice, right?
I'm your wife and he's a monkey. If we are not honest, who is?
So, Chef Pisghetti quickly made enough burger patties for the firefighters' picnic.
Please put these on the back of my truck while I get my grill ready.
George put the box on the truck right outside the restaurant. But he didn't know there were 2 trucks out there.
Hi! Hey! Look, there's a monkey waving at me. Monkeys are so friendly.
Oh, Nettie, if everyone does not love those Giardino burgers, I will never cook again.
Even if they don't, you have a book full of other great recipes.
I don't care. If anything at all goes wrong, I'm gonna hang up my big white hat forever.
Please relax. They will love them.
George couldn't tell him something went wrong. And maybe he didn't have to. If that book showed the chef how to make the burgers, George could use it too. And make burgers that would be exactly the same. The ingredients came from the garden. Here were pictures of things from the garden. So he had obviously found the right recipe. So George headed home with 12 donuts, and everything was perfect.
Wait! I don't have your address! He must be late.
You took too long to make the donuts there. We're sorry!
You're in charge while I'm gone, Hundley.
George realized he couldn't go home because then those donut people would know where he lived.
Woo! We're right behind
So, in the end, George headed home with 12 donuts.
There's no monkey on that dog. Monkey! We lost him.
Doorman. Hundley saw them outside and barked. Somehow, he knew they were looking for you. He's so smart.
Relax, Monkey. Donuts are here. Phew, everything's okay.
Wow, those smell so good. I'm sorry I didn't ask you to buy more than 12. You look hungry, George. I'll make eggs, then it's donut time. It's a little dark in here. I'll open some curtains. So, anything exciting happened today, George? I passed by the D family. They look pretty happy. So, what do you want, scrambled? How about fried? I never realized how nicely insulated this handle is. Oh, careful. Hey, wait a minute. I don't remember buying this car. Did you put that donut there? Oh, what a waste of food. Now we only have 11 to eat.
Here's the... Say, where'd they all go?
What?
The 100 dozen donuts.
100 We have 12 donuts? Look.
Well, Miss Donuts asked me to give you the bill.
Wow, what a mistake. How could they think you bought 100 dozen What? How did... Oh... Why, George? Well, at least I know you were paying attention. We've got to put these donuts in bags or something. Oh, what are we gonna do with them all?
So, in the end, George got 12 donuts, like he was supposed to. And the hard-working firefighters thought everything was perfect.
How many left, George? Sure, you can play with that stuff. But don't ride the unicycle without a helmet.
Wow, great stuff. Let's get to work.
says to be home for dinner in an hour. Holy cow!
We made our own mini golf course. You want to play?
Okay.
In our game, each hole uses a special club.
You'll never get it through there. You kept hitting the windmill yesterday.
A hole in one!
Great! If George can do that, I'm gonna break all my golf records on this easy course. George, thanks, but I really don't need help on this.
Are you keeping track of your score on this easy course, Steve?
Oh, yes. Okay, on the first hole, George got a 1. Lucky. Betsy got a 6, and I got a 6.
The club for this hole, please. Here we go. Whoa. Oh.
A hole in one!
My first ever! Looks like I'm going for the record, too.
Okay, here comes my hole in one. Ah! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. A hole in two!
All right. We're all going for our best scores ever on this course.
There are first scores ever on this course.
Yeah, so they're still the best.
What's the club for the last hole?
No club. It's a blowhole. Get it? Whale? Blowhole? Okay. Going around. And through the house. Oh, 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 oh. Perfect.
At the end of the game, I have 40, Betsy has 25, and George got a 21?
I told you you'd play better when you knew the rules.
I'm sorry. I said monkeys shouldn't play golf. You guys want to play real mini golf tomorrow?
Thanks, but I think we like this better.
Oh. Can I play again with you tomorrow? Maybe George can help me improve my game.
George wondered what a rubber band would grow into. Or a feather. George was going to grow all kinds of exciting things. The man with the yellow hat hadn't finished his speech. George could grow the rest for him.
Blah, 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 bleedy, bleed, blue, blah, blah.
Thank you.
This would be the best speech ever.
Hi, have you been just sitting there waiting for me the whole time? Oh. You weren't just sitting there waiting for me the whole time. Oh.
When the man looked like that, it meant George was about to hear a long lecture.
So, you see, seeds, nuts, acorns grow. My socks, the radio, the can opener don't grow. Okay, now, we have to dig up all those things you buried. Oh. George, where's my speech? Okay, we have to dig up my speech first.
Unlike Jumpy Squirrel, George didn't know how to find what he wanted. Everything smelled like dirt.
Hey, you digging a swimming pool?
Oh, no, Bill. George was being a squirrel and buried my speech. We can't find it.
Well, I'll help. Wait, I know someone who can really help. She's a great digger. No speech here.
Oh, digging a pool there, are you?
George buried something and we're trying to find it.
Well, I've got a metal detector I use to find coins and such down by the lake. Maybe that'll help.
Cool.
Well, my speech isn't exactly made of...
Well, no. Ahoy!
Maybe it's what you're looking for.
No, my speech isn't made of...
Ooh! Are they pirate keys?
Could be. Maybe to a treasure chest.
No, we're not gonna find my speech, and I can't rewrite it in time. I'll just have to skip the tribute.
George didn't have the talents of a squirrel, but he did have the talents of a monkey, which meant he could see really well.
You found it!
The speech!
Well, that's not made of metal.
So this is the air that inspired that wonderful speech. Are you planting something?
It's a long story. That's not a peanut. Looks like something you buried is growing. Maybe you are a little bit squirrel after all.
Being a dog, Hunley had tasted a lot of tennis balls. But these were the first that ever tasted like ink. These were the valuable balls the doorman promised to protect. Hunley couldn't stop George from opening boxes that he thought belonged to him. But he knew how to play defense. It was tough for George to guess who sent all this stuff to him.
Hold on, there's a monkey and a wiener dog at the door. Those careless delivery guys. If any of my balls aren't properly packed, I'm gonna be very upset.
Now George understood. These boxes belonged here, and the delivery man gave them to George by mistake.
I'll be down to check every last one as soon as I'm off the phone.
They had to clean up before the ball collector came downstairs. All they had to do was put the balls back into the right boxes. How hard could that be? Sometimes things don't fit when they look like they should. Or they fit in more than one place. But there's only one place they really belong. And once you figure that out, it's easy. Even if you're a monkey. Hunley showed George how to lay them flat. They did it. All the balls were back where they started. Kind of.
Looks like they're all here. Oh, even the priceless Andy Turkey Roly Perfect Score bowling ball.
I'm back. Is everything okay?
My delivery came. Your dog and monkey took care of everything.
That's great. Thank you, Hundley. Thank you, George. It's nice to know Hundley has help keeping the place clean and organized. George, would you like to help Hundley again tomorrow morning? You can be my official door monkey. I won't be here, and tomorrow is water delivery day.
No one wanted to go in there. Maybe there was another way. There was no way George's arm could ever reach the bottom of that hole.
Hi, have you seen George? I sent him to the store a while ago and...
Store? I saw him running past the store down the street.
Oh, the construction site's that way. I hope he's being a good little monkey.
This wasn't as easy as it looked. There had to be a machine for this.
I inspected every girder last night, and I can't find the problem. And the only way to be safe is to tear it down and start all over.
Otherwise, a big wind or strong shaking might make the whole thing fall down.
What's that sound?
Hey, stop that! The site's closed!
This site isn't safe.
I'll turn off that jackhammer.
Look, a broken water main.
That's what weakened the foundation. It was hidden.
Oh, I hope George had nothing to do with this. I am so sorry. I didn't know one monkey could knock over a building. Can I pay for lunch?
No, George didn't cause that. That side of the building was unsafe.
Now I'll have to knock it down and start all over.
No, you don't. We can save the whole thing by changing the design.
Very angular, modern, and it would save money! I love it! How can I thank you? I know! Here!
Well, what are we waiting for? We'll bring back blueberry waffles for everyone.
And that's how Curious George helped design a building. And got blueberry waffles, too.
Wow!
George's friend Allie really flipped for flips, even when she wasn't doing the flipping.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
The annual gymtastic tournament was right up Allie's alley.
Next year, that's gonna be me. Here comes another one.
The gymtastic tournament was for gymnasts of all ages. There were girl gymnasts and boy gymnasts. And a bug gymnast?
Next up is that bundle of dynamite. George? On the floor, Matt. Well, I mean the balance beam? Well, I guess I mean the uneven parallel bars. Or do I? I mean, George, on the rings there. Yeah, I give up.
You!
He didn't mean to disrupt things.
You are a natural-born gymnast! You've got to come to my gymnastics class.
You teach gymnastics? I want to come too.
Me too.
Really?
Do you know how strong your arms have to be to do gymnastics? Imagine how far a guy could throw a newspaper.
Oh, yeah!
Fantastic! See you at the community center tomorrow for an introduction to the class. 3 o'clock.
See ya! Oh, I bet we'll be tumbling in no time.
Cool! Look at all this gym equipment.
But before you can tumble, you have to stretch.
Stretching is one of the 3 S's of gymnastics. Ow!
Stretching. S number 1.
And stretch, and stretch.
I guess stretched muscles are more bendy.
And walking on a balance beam was tricky too.
Oops!
Find a spot to focus on. If you stare at something still, it helps you be still too.
I'm doing it!
So, when do we start with these puppies?
Go ahead. Give it a try. The rings take a lot of strength. We'll work our way up to it.
You can practice with a bench until your back, arms, and chest are strong enough to pull you up.
This is a good time to talk about our other 2 S's. Safety and supervision. You should always have someone spotting you. When someone spots you, they're there to catch you and make sure you don't get hurt.
Running can be so much fun. Make running fun. It just might work.
You want to show me something, George? Okay, let's go. Oh, is this a Ferris wheel? Okay. I've never been on one of these before. What an amazing view! Hey, look! There's the museum! I can see my window. It looks so small from here.
The professor had so much fun on the Ferris wheel that George took her to all his favorite places. The day the professor outran him, George knew she was ready for the race.
Oh, I never knew running would make me feel this good. I have so much energy now. Thank you, George. For the Ferris wheel, for the balloons, for teaching me that running is fun.
Good evening, Professor.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm running in that race tomorrow. Will you be there?
We wouldn't miss it for the world.
On race day, George couldn't believe how many people showed up.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, no! I forgot my water. Oh, thanks. So, you really think I can do this?
Go, Professor Wiseman! Go, Professor Wiseman! Sis boom ba! Sis boom ba!
Runners, take your marks.
The race was on. The professor seemed to be doing everything right. She ran at a steady pace. And there she was drinking water. So far, so good. George wanted to see the professor cross the finish line, so he made sure to get a good spot.
Do you see her? I don't see her. She looks tired. Oh, no. Something's wrong. Maybe she got a Charlie horse.
Huh?
That's a cramp in your leg, George, and they can be very painful.
Ooh. Hi there. Ah! I thought it'd be fun if my personal trainer finished the race with me.
Huh?
I did it! I actually ran a race. I got a medal for finishing, and the race was a huge success. We raised enough money for our trip to Oman.
Oh, that's terrific.
And I found out who those anonymous donors were. Apparently, they thought I needed to work a little less and have fun a little more.
That's right, because all work and no play
is a crummy way to spend your day.
To thank you for helping me learn that lesson, I want you to have my medal.
Oh. We should use the wagon wheels? Oh, yeah! We should use the whole wagon! The handle is sort of like a steering wheel.
If you want to ride in a race, maybe your wheels shouldn't ride off without you. George needed a way to keep the two car parts together. He knew just how to do it. First, he put the steering handle through the hole in the bottom of the boat. Then he nailed the boat to the wagon.
We did it!
The car was almost ready.
Okay, we've got 1, 2, and 3. But we still need... brakes! Oops. Phew.
Hey, kids. Aren't you entering the Derby race? It starts in 10 minutes.
Oh, no! But we're missing a car part and we don't know where to find it.
Well, I'd offer to help you, but,
We know. No help allowed.
well, if you see anything you need, you're welcome to it.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Whoa! I forgot to put on the brake.
Did he say brake?
George and Allie had their break.
Well, it looks okay. We can test it on the way to the race.
The racer's ready. On your mark. Get set.
It works!
Hey, guys! You made it!
Go! And we're off.
Gracious! That's my kayak!
And that's my wagon! Go, George!
That's my buggy!
For a while, George and Bill were neck and neck.
Come on! Faster! Uh-oh.
Now let's meet the winner, Farmer Rinkin's wagon. It was a rather unusual entry, but it met all the rules. And our runners-up, George and Allie, and Bill.
If only he had some way to quietly find the kitchen in the dark. He couldn't see or hear his way. Maybe George could taste his way.
George, don't eat off the floor. Use a sponge.
Okay, so he couldn't use taste. What other senses were there?
Want some honey in your oatmeal?
Maybe touch. If George felt honey with his feet, he'd know he was going the wrong way. He was so excited about his path, He could hardly wait until he couldn't fall asleep to try it out. The honey was working. He was finding his way by touch. Trouble is, once you step in honey, it sticks to your feet. And before you know it, it feels like it's everywhere.
George, what are you do? Oh. Ooh.
George needed to feel his way with something less messy. Maybe something soft.
We're going for a ride, George.
George's soft path had to work.
What?
Because the man's race was tomorrow, and he needed to get some sleep.
Oh, I'm okay.
George's stuffed animals would tell him where the furniture was, but he needed more soft things to lead him to the kitchen. George sure hoped his path worked.
Sorry, so late. I kept falling asleep. Big race tomorrow. Gotta go to bed early. Right after supper.
George didn't even have to wait until bedtime to try his soft path out. He did it. He'd made it to the kitchen, and he didn't wake the man. In fact, he used his path many, many, many times. Because he was so excited about the man's race tomorrow, he was the one who couldn't sleep. The next morning, George was there to cheer on the man as he swam. And rode. And ran his way to the finish line.
Oh, did you see that, George?
But George missed the finish. All that walking around made a monkey very sleepy.